All right, ready to get started.
Thank you.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Dixon?
Here.
Commissioner Weeding?
Here.
Commissioner Walsh?
Here.
Commissioner Michael?
Here.
Mayor Lyons?
Here.
We have a quorum.
All right, first thing on the agenda is public comment. Any public comment today? Of course there is.
Hello, I'm Danita Morgan, and I am representing the Braidwood Area Healthy Community Coalition, located at 465 East Reed Street in Braidwood. I just want to quickly share 2 upcoming opportunities for our community to get involved and stay informed. First, on Saturday, April 25th, we're hosting the Drug Take Back Day at the Coalition office from 10 to 1. This event gives residents a safe and convenient way to dispose of unused or expired medications. Proper disposal helps prevent misuse, keeps our homes safer, and protects our environment. It's quick, easy, and makes a real impact. Then on Tuesday, April 28th, we'll be holding our second quarter coffee and conversation meeting here at 4:30 p.m. just before the city council meeting. We'll have coffee and snacks available, and the topic will be risk and protective factors in youth substance use prevention. In short, risk factors are things that increase the likelihood of youth engaging in substance use, while protective factors are the supports and strengths that help prevent it. This conversation will focus on how the families, schools, and the community can work together to reduce risks and strengthen those protective supports for our youth. Flyers for both events are available on the table. Please feel free to grab one or a few extra to share. Both events are open to the public, and we'd love to see community members come out and learn more and be part of the conversation. Thank you.
Thank you. So April 25th is the next event. Is Drug Take Back on the city April 25th?
Yes. And then coffee and conversations on Tuesday, April 28th.
Okay.
April 28th, that was?
Yeah.
For coffee.
Yeah, coffee.
All right, anything else? Anybody else for public comment?
Hi, Joe Byers, 896 West Kennedy Road. I see we're doing a lot of good things for the town. We've been doing a few meetings for the fire district and the fire department, trying to improve their department. And we've been holding workshops. We had 2 workshops for the city. And we're not getting our message out. So I'm sitting there trying to figure out a way to get it out. And if they're, with these 2 tables, if you guys could come out, maybe spend 2 hours for one meeting on 29th. You guys can see about it and see where we're at with the fire department. You guys might be able to spread the word. And at the last meeting on May 20th, we could have the public actually come and see where the fire department is at. So that's just asking you guys to maybe spend a couple hours and try and help the fire department.
So April 29th is your next meeting?
6 to 8 6 at the school? At the high school, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
Mayor, where's it at?
It's going to be the Newcastle Elementary School.
Okay.
Anybody else for public comment? Okay, we'll move on to approval of minutes. I need a motion to approve the minutes from last Tuesday, March 24th, our regular scheduled meeting.
I'll make that motion. I'll second.
Commissioner Weeding?
Yes.
Commissioner Michael?
Yes.
Commissioner Dixon?
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh?
Yes.
Mayor Lyons?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Next thing on the agenda is reports by city officials. As you can see, the meeting is, the room is full today. This is a pretty exciting day for some families and some young men. The first thing we have to do is I'm going to request a motion to approve the hiring of 3 new full-time officers. 2 of the officers are replacing the 2 had left, and 1 is going to be an additional officer for staffing. So I need a motion to hire 3 full-time officers.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Commissioner Weeding,
Yes.
Commissioner Dixon,
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh,
Yes.
Commissioner Michael,
Yes.
Mayor Lyons,
Yes.
motion carries.
So the next on the agenda is these three young men that went through a process to hire. It was interviews through our police and fire board. There was interviews, there were a written test, an orientation, a psychological. And they've all went through the process and passed, and they've been recommended to hire by the police and fire board. It's not an easy process, as you guys experienced that. So tonight we'll be swearing in a Christopher Wolf, a Brandon Norred, and a Nicholas Field. Now, did you guys prepare a speech to talk in front of everybody tonight? The chief didn't warn you? We'll just have the parents step up. It's a pretty exciting day to be sworn in, especially for your first job as a police officer. It's very exciting for you guys and your families. And it's not just a good police department, but it's a community that really genuinely cares about the police department. It's pretty exciting, but here in Braidwood, they genuinely care about our police. So it's a great place to be a police officer here. See some of your fellow, work partners showed up today to support you guys. So first up is going to be Christopher Wolf. I'll join you up there. Do not get nervous, I'm going to keep it simple. You don't have to memorize the whole paragraph. Okay, what I want you to do, I want you to raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Christopher Wolf, Jr.,
Having been appointed to the position of police officer
have been appointed to the position of police officer
in the city of Braidwood,
in the city of Braidwood,
in County of Will County, and the state of Illinois.
in the county of Will County, and the state of Illinois.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
and the Constitution of the state of Illinois and the ordinances of the city of Braidwood.
the Constitution of the state of Illinois and the ordinances in the city of Braidwood.
I will faithfully discharge the duties
I will faithfully discharge the duties
of police officer for the city of Braidwood, Illinois,
of police officer for the city of Braidwood,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my abilities.
So God help us.
So God help me.
Congratulations. Brandon Orad. Ready? Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Brandon Ward,
Having been appointed to the position of a police officer
have been appointed to the position of police officer
in the city of Braidwood,
in the city of Braidwood,
the county of Will, and the state of Illinois.
county of Will, and the state of Illinois.
I do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I support the Constitution of the United States of America,
that I support the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and the ordinances of the city of Braidwood.
ordinances of the city of
You're fine. Ordinances of the city of Braidwood.
City of Braidwood.
Hopefully your mom got that on video. I will faithfully discharge the duties
I will faithfully discharge the duties
of a police officer for the city of Braidwood, Illinois,
of police officer in the city of Braidwood, Illinois,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
All right. Nicholas Will. All right. Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Nicholas Field,
Having been appointed to the position of a police officer
have been appointed to the position of police officer
in the city of Braidwood,
in the city of Braidwood,
county of Will, and the state of Illinois.
county of Will, and the state of Illinois.
I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and the ordinances of the city of Braidwood.
and the ordinances of the city of Braidwood.
I will faithfully discharge the duties
I will faithfully discharge the duties
of a police officer for the city of Braidwood,
of a police officer for the city of Braidwood,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
As fun and exciting as our meetings are, you are free to go get pictures pictures with your family and with the chief and your fellow officers. Just make sure you get in shape for the academy. You got a football coach right there to help you out.
He used to be Nicholas Braidwood. He's not a football, he's a baseball coach at Braidwood.
Oh, Grant?
Yeah, he's been like assistant coach. He retired and they hired him to some stuff. Yeah, he's a great guy. Bob Zumble.
I think the Chiefs have been right around kind of getting acclimated. They leave for the academy, I think, in the next couple of weeks. They're all going to go down to Champaign, Illinois, University of Illinois, at this training institute. All right, we'll move on. The next thing on the agenda is going to be the city management consultant. Steve, do you have anything?
Yes, I have one motion, ordinance 2026-22, approving and authorizing the execution of a construction agreement between the city of Braidwood and Jeremy McPherson Masonry. This was brought to the COW, I think 2 weeks ago. We talked about it. He is going to construct a selfie wall at the zoo. We have a nice drawn out plan. I've been in a lot of conversation with Mr. McPherson. In return for a little discount, we're giving him 2 tap-on fees for 2 of his lots, one for each of 2 lots in his development on, what street is that? Main Street. And the agreement's pretty straightforward. He's excited to begin. We have all the price quotes. He has the sign ordered, and we're ready to move. Hopefully we'll get this done, barring weather, get this done by the red carpet celebration. That's the goal.
I'll make that motion. I'll second.
Commissioner Weeding?
Yes.
Commissioner Michael?
Yes.
Commissioner Dixon?
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh?
Yes.
Mayor Lyons?
Yes.
Motion carries.
And I'll just briefly go through some of the reports. A lot of new items on there, or updated items. I'm just going to highlight, I think, 3 or 4 of them. The city several years ago started this culvert grant program to get rid of some drainage ditches, which I think is a very awesome program. And we have 3 individuals that have applied for this grant over the past 3 weeks. So Scotty and Sarah have worked on that. Sarah's put together a nice new form, and I think it's a great program. I just wanted to inform this public that we have 3 residents that are partaking in the grant program. I know I talked to Rose from the newspaper yesterday. IDOT and 113 road improvements. So myself and Sean partook on a conference call with several IDOT officials regarding the intersection of 113 and Division, as well as the 113 pavement and routes, bike route plan. Sean, if you want to kind of give an engineering perspective on that phone call.
Yeah, certainly. Again, the IDOT selected a consultant. This is part of their various program. What they do is they actually collect, they go out and look for, it's a multi-year program basically. They went and selected a consultant, Kimley Horn, that's going to be doing a phase 1 study basically. Primarily the focus of this study is the pavement preservation. 113, or Coal City Road in that area, we continually have issues where the pavement fails. We have water that stands, we don't have good drainage, and IDOT's getting tired of constantly coming back out and fix it, and residents are getting tired from a safety standpoint of trying to deal with on a regular basis. So their consultant is going to be focusing primarily on addressing the drainage concerns there. There is a separate phase 1 study that's going to be done for the intersection, that offset intersection. That's separate from this contract. We did talk to IDOT, that is kind of in place. They're thinking the timing may work out by the time that gets completed and the drainage phase 1 study and then design, they may marry up so they can actually do the improvements together. So IDOT is actually looking at the intersection, it's just separate from this. Primarily, they're trying to work to figure out where they outlet the stormwater. They have to work with the Claypool Drainage District, because again, that's where everything kind of goes. So they're trying to figure out some of that, how that drainage is gonna work, what they need to do to address some of the flooding, because that area has a very wide floodplain. We have some odd hydraulics and hydrology that happens with Claypool, so they're working through those issues and we'll be working through that. Their timeline is right now is looking December 27, because they'll be doing with the phase 1 study on the roadway, the drainage, and fixing those issues. So that's kind of where they stand right now for that project. We did talk to IDOT also that we asked them to consider providing a multi-use path right now for the city of Braidwood. As part of IDOT's construction process, they'll look at it and they'll evaluate it. They may have to get some right of way from a few properties in those areas, but they would be, yeah, they're gonna shrink the shoulder up in that area to provide a multi-use path. It may only be an 8-foot path, by the time they get done with it. But again, that's something IDOT would construct as part of their improvements. Later on when they actually complete the design, later on when they construct it, that would be something that would be done by IDOT. IDOT will ask the city to enter into an IGA, an intergovernmental agreement. Basically, the city would be responsible to maintain that later on. But at least that's, gets one large stretch, basically, of that path taken care of. They're looking at taking it from Coal City Road, past Novi Road to probably, I think it's Smallmouth or Largemouth Lane, in the Shadow Lakes facility. Going further east to 129 is gonna be hard to do simply because there's not much right of way in that area. So logically, it makes sense to end it right pretty much at one of the main entrances. And the idea is that somewhere down the road, possibly, you know, as part of the master plan for a bike path, you know, taking that, feeding down Center, Novi Road, Division Street, things along those lines. So IDOT's actually working with the city on that, so we'll wait and see what they come back with.
One of the things that did come out of this conversation, you know, the bike path is, you know, the mayor and council have really said, hey, we need pedestrian paths here in Braidwood. One thing we don't have is we don't have a pedestrian path master plan here. And so IDOT asked us on several occasions in the phone call yesterday, do you have a master plan? Does Novi Road hook up to your master plan? Does 113 hook up to your master plan? And we don't have it. So I asked Sean to give us a price on conducting a pedestrian multi-purpose master plan for trails. We do have, you know, obviously this section here. We have a trail that we're looking at from the town center to Old Smoky. But hey, let's look at globally. Where can we link up neighborhoods, schools, parks, different commercial entities, how we can get people to walk, ride a bike, whatever, to these different facilities, different entities within Braidwood. So it's one thing Sean is going to give us a price on that and say, hey, this is, and there's a lot of grants out there for these type of trails. And it's really important, I think, that we have something like this so that we can reference it when we are talking IDOT, when we have street improvements that they're doing, and say, hey, we want to tie in, you pay for it, but here's our plan. So I think it's really important for us to be able to have that in place. Regarding the intersection, the safety issue, we were very adamant that this has to be solved, that we want them to focus on this, not just the 113 repavement and the drainage. As a matter of fact, they were texting their permit people, finding out what the status is, and we did find out that they are beginning a phase 1 study, as Sean said, because we know the conditions there are unsafe today. Now you add some additional commercial entities, it's going to make it even more difficult to make that left-hand turn out there. So they're well aware of it, and yeah, I think it was a good call overall. We made some progress.
Actually, just on that topic alone, you had said something about 27. Is that moving forward a project, or that's when their study will be?
They'll be done with their phase 1 study,
Study.
under contract to be complete with that, at which point then they would move forward into design. Basically.
And that's phase 2, design is phase 2.
Phase 2, they'll complete the design on that, and then construction will follow that. So the reality is, they're gonna be working on a separate phase, which is good because it gives them time to actually work on the phase 1 study and the geometrics and looking at that intersection. They had mentioned, you know, they're gonna look at traffic signals, possibly with the ramp, possibly a roundabout. They're gonna look at a bunch of different solutions, something that works effectively in that area, because again, we've got the proximity of the ramps there. It's just a very tough spot. So they're gonna need some time to actually figure out how that all works together. The idea would be to finish that, finish the other one, and then hopefully they can design it all together and get it constructed all together. That's really what we're trying to get.
I mean, they understand that's one of our major development areas, and we have another project possibly moving forward in that area.
And we will certainly contact our legislators. You know, Senator Joyce knows about the
Yeah.
safety issues. Senator DeLuca knows, Rep. DeLuca knows about the safety issues. And we will certainly keep those legislators, in contact, in touch, so that, hey, let's keep this moving, right? They're very deliberate.
Well, now we have contacts, right? It sounds like that we have a path.
We have a
Correct,
path.
we have a path now.
Correct. Correct.
Okay, that's good to hear.
The last thing I want to mention is the beautification commission. So myself and Sarah met with Danita and Karen Parks. We are going to revamp the beautification commission per their recommendation, per Karen's recommendation and Danita's, and kind of make it more of a committee rather than a formal commission, just because of the time commitment involved. So we have some things that we're going to present at the April 28th committee of the whole, or excuse me, April 28th. Under my report, I'm going to talk about some of the thought processes that we have here. And but there is a planning date. Sarah has been the green thumb person that's working with Karen on this. We are looking at April 25th to plant pansies, correct?
That was one option.
One option, and do these planting bowls and do the 46 planters downtown. Karen asked if we would advertise for volunteers and say, hey, we are looking for volunteers for the 28th to do this planting. 25th, I don't know, I keep on saying 25th to do this planting. We are getting pricing from a florist, and this is progressing and moving along. That's all I have.
Steve, I got a quick question for you.
Yes,
For that
sir.
mechanic shop on Division, I seen that they had paid the extended permit. What else is going on with that?
So they never paid a professional fee agreement. They racked up about $40,000 worth of fees. This came in 2022, is when it was first reviewed by Robinson and by Brian. So we had a nice running total. Liz did a great job of putting together a running total of all the different fees. And we're charging them $40,000. So they came in and paid their extended fee permit, because their permit expired. They paid $5,600 and change for the extended permit. They paid $20,000 of their fees that they owe the city. They're required to pay another $20,000 in 30 days is what we told them. So they will be up to date on all of their fees and reimbursing the city for all the consultant time. And we are not happy with the design on the culverts, lack of a culvert, and on that big ditch right there. And so they told us they're gonna tear that out, and they're gonna put a culvert in there, a bigger culvert or more culverts in there, to flatten that out and redo the curb. They were there today redoing some curb work. There is no brick on the facility, but they are gonna put brick. They put their garage doors up, so they are still lacking a construction plan. We met with them a week ago, and they promised Sean a construction plan from their general contractor. We have yet to receive that, but they did pay half their fee, so we are crossing our fingers that they will progress and get that done in a timely manner. They are looking at
8 months.
8 months, so their extended permit is for 8 months.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions? All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. City clerk.
I only have one thing. The American Legion, they are requesting for their Poppy Days that they held every year for May 15th and May 16th. The annual events support the veterans and their families through the distribution of memorial poppies and the related fundraising efforts within the community. So I am asking for a motion to approve the American Legion Poppy Days to be held on May 15th and May 16th.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Commissioner Walsh?
Yes.
Commissioner Weeding?
Yes.
Commissioner Dixon?
Yes.
Commissioner Michael?
Yes.
Mayor Lyons?
Yes.
Motion carries. And that's all I have tonight, Mayor.
All right, thank you. City engineer.
I don't have anything, Mayor, but I did want to just remind you, again, I'm still waiting to hear from IDOT, from the Safe Routes to School. That typically comes out spring. They don't have a real well-defined, so I keep looking up and waiting to hear on that grant. Once it comes out, I'll let you know if we've gotten what on that, which.
Time to hear something, we should be applying for the next.
I know, it's typical. Well, they haven't opened up that next section yet. That's how it typically works. They have to release it, say we're opening the next grant cycle. So we're still waiting. As soon as I know, I'll let you know.
It is budget though, Mayor. We did budget the match and the engineering for the 26-27 budget.
Okay. All right, thank you. City Attorney, do you have anything on tonight?
No report, Judge. No report.
Okay. Next up on our agenda is going to be our reports by city commissioners. First up is going to be accounts and finance.
Okay, first I would like to announce that there will be a public hearing that'll be held at the City of Braidwood City Council meeting on Tuesday, April 28th at 7 p.m. at Braidwood City Hall. The public hearing is for the purpose of considering and hearing testimony regarding the proposed annual budget for the City of Braidwood for the fiscal year beginning May 1st, 2026 and ending April 30th, 2027. The proposed annual budget ordinance is available for public inspection with the city clerk and will be available until the proposed ordinance is passed. It is also available for inspection on the City of Braidwood website. All persons interested in attending are invited to do so and will be given an opportunity to be heard. Additional information can be obtained from the City of Braidwood at Braidwood City Hall. And this will be tomorrow. It should be in the newspaper tomorrow too, so. First, I'm going to make a motion to approve payment of bills in the amount of $346,511.42.
I'll second that.
Okay, in that amount are Casey's, $3,300 for fuel, Clennon Electric, $9,000 for street light repairs and Easy Street Lift Station, ComEd for $16,000, Core and Main for $2,200, Chemicals and Supplies, DTW, which is our IT service, $10,000, EVT Tech, which are the lights for the squad cars, correct? Is $16,000, nope, I lied, it's $18,000. Federated Bank is $13,179, that's the loan for the car dealership. LRS, which is the garbage company, is $104,358. Somehow they lost a check, so that's a double payment. The attorney fees are $7,500, Midwest Salt, $3,000, MOE funds, local 150 insurance is $2,200. Morton Salt for the road salt is $21,500. Paycor, that's payroll processing for 3 pay periods, is $2,600. Robinson Engineering is $40,000. That's various projects. RVI, which is the company for the master park plan, is $7,200. This is for the Park District's parks, and we received $2,500 towards this bill from the Park District. U.S. Bank credit card, $12,300, various supplies across all departments, and Woodfleet, $16,000 for the audit expense.
Commissioner Dixon?
Yes.
Commissioner Michael?
Yes.
Commissioner Weeding?
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh?
Yes.
Mayor Lyons?
Yes.
Motion carries.
So we have 2 payrolls because of the way the weeks turned out. I'll make a motion to approve payroll in the amount of $97,904.96.
Second. Oh, did you need? You need.
No, sorry.
Yeah.
Commissioner Dixon?
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh?
Yes.
Commissioner Weeding?
Yes.
Commissioner Michael?
Yes.
Mayor Lyons?
Yes.
Motion carries.
I will make a motion to approve payroll in the amount of $91,825.54.
I'll second.
Commissioner Dixon?
Yes.
Commissioner Weeding?
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh?
Yes.
Commissioner Michael?
Yes.
Mayor Lyons?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, next, I have a motion to approve ordinance 2623 for approving and authorizing the City of Braidwood to enter into and for the mayor to execute agreements with Jack Henry. This is the company that we're going to use their software and equipment to be able to scan checks directly into a deposit slip, and it will reduce the amount of time and mistakes that can be made with multiple checks.
Have they come up with a proposed amount, the fees?
Yeah, I don't have them with me.
I'll make the motion.
Did you make the motion first, or did you just
I'll
ask for, or you just
I'll
made?
second.
Oh, there's second. Commissioner Dixon?
Yes.
Commissioner Michael?
Yes.
Commissioner Weeding?
Abstain.
Commissioner Walsh?
Abstain.
Mayor Lyons?
Yes.
Motion carries.
That is it. Oh, no, never mind, I'm lying. All right, so 24-25 audit. The audit cycle is approaching completion. I was told that we should have a draft report by the end of the month, which is fantastic, because that'll cut the amount that we're going to have to pay to the state. We're still, have to do a JRB for 24, which has been held up because of some information that was supplied concerning, purchase of vehicles. And we still have to do a TIF review for 25. So we still have those two outstanding. We received the March financial reports from the accountant, and these are available on, but you go to the website and you can pull these up yourself. They're like 15 pages, so. The general fund operated at a $456,000 surplus compared to the prior year of a $252,000 surplus. The city across all government funds has recognized a revenue of $6.72 million. The city across all governmental funds has recognized expenditures of $5.7 million. The overall net change in fund balance is a surplus of $1.04 million. And we already talked about the check scanner, so that's it.
All right. Thank you, Liz. Dale, streets and public improvements?
Yeah, our crew is transitioning from the cold weather to the warm weather, even though we took salt out a few weeks ago. So hopefully it stays warm. And just to let people know, some road conditions around Braidwood, along Route 53, northbound headed toward Wilmington, along adjacent to the clubhouse at the golf course. The culvert has completely deteriorated. You can see completely down through the top of it. It's a concrete culvert that has been a problem for a while. There are cones there. Our guys, if the cones disappear, we'll continue to put cones there just to let people know that it's very dangerous along that shoulder going northbound.
Have we talked to anybody from IDOT about that specific incident? Because we took right out there to take a look at it. And,
Yeah, so I called District 1 Maintenance, whoever I talked to there, and I told them exactly what Dale and I had talked about, and they said they would go take a look at it. So that's,
And
that
they've been
was,
notified, sorry.
that was Friday.
IDOT's been notified in the past, years past. It's just,
Yeah.
the hole's just getting bigger.
has it always been done verbally, and we haven't put anything in writing, requesting anything like in an
No,
email?
it was- Yeah, just for.
I think it might be important to kind of get that in writing and send them an email
And I believe we have.
with photographs.
We did send photographs to them, to Steve, and Steve passed it on to them, but if a motorcycle hits that, it's not gonna be good news, especially, later on, I was gonna ask people just to watch for motorcycles especially after what happened on Reed Road this past weekend. It's just, I-55 is it's just horrible. I'm up and down there from here to Joliet quite a bit, and there's so many trucks, and sometimes the motorcycles, are flying in and out of traffic.
You can't see them.
Yeah,
Hard to see what special
May have been
ed.
what happened, the other
Yeah,
day.
to my understanding, I mean,
Yeah, send me those, I'll send them out.
But there, along Route 53, there is also another culvert further north there,
Yep.
adjacent to the golf club. But it's on the south side. There is a guardrail there, but there is another culvert that's deteriorating, like I say, heading southbound, and there's a small, crevice there right off on the shoulder. So I'm just asking people in Braidwood, be careful when you're up and down Route 53. Stay on the road if possible. And other than that, that's all I have, Mayor.
all right, thank you. Warren, actually, public buildings and property.
List of some of the things that happened. 1 water service install, 10 water meter repairs, 5 emergency shutoffs, 185 locates. Good job, George. 7 final reads, 2 water leak repairs. Well, 1, I know Steve is going to cover it. It's in his report. Hopefully by next week they can finish up the repair, get it tested. And it was really nice to see that that Josh and Rob met with ComEd to discuss a backup plan for the generators until the new ones come in. Thank you, Josh. That's all I have, man.
All right, thank you. Thank you. And move to public health and safety.
All right, I got a few things here. Between March 24th and April 13th, we had total number of calls of 463 calls. Case reports were 59. Total subject arrested were 13. We had total arrests charged were 28. We had 155 traffic stops with 52 citations. We had 82 written warnings and 2 semi-truck violations, and we had 26 P tickets. And for the code enforcement of abandoned and improper vehicles, wanted compliance on private property, we had a total of 8, and by tow, we had 0. And I just want to give a shout out to our ESDA crew, how much work they do for our community. I say it all the time, it doesn't go unnoticed. You guys do a hell of a job. I just want to say thanks to all of you. Heck of a job, sorry. That's all I have, Mayor.
All right, thank you. I don't know if this is the time to talk about it, and not to put you on the spot, Chief, but you brought it to my attention, and we've had conversations in the past about the traffic, the truck signs. So it was in Steve's report, but he didn't really address it, so not to put you on the spot, but this is something we've talked about as a staff that we feel important about. So if you kind of want to give it, just give it an explanation where you're going with the truck signs.
Yeah, Steve and I and Sergeant Tyree, Tyree knows this community far better than I do. He's dealt with trucks for some time. We met and talked about the problem areas, how to better control or restrict truck traffic off of roads they're not supposed to be on. These truck drivers, they should know, most do know what legal truck routes are in town, but they follow their GPS like the rest of us.
They blame it on the GPS.
Yep, they just follow it. So we met, we're getting quotes right now to switch out some of our no truck signs at area locations where they're being ignored, and then add some no truck signs where there aren't no truck signs at all. And these signs we're looking at are pole mounted 18 by 30 signs with lighted LED lights around the edges and solar powered. And we'll set them up at the hot spots.
We have lasers too.
Yeah, that's right. They pop tires as soon as the 18-wheeler rolls towards it. We met, we identified the areas we want to place them at. We're getting quotes right now, and then we're working with Streets Department was part of the conversation as well. Scotty was part of that conversation. We'll meet again if we get the signs, if the board chooses to buy the signs, we'll buy them, meet with the Streets Department, and coordinate the installation. Cops aren't built to install signs. Street guys know how to do that. We'll just work with them on where to place them. So.
We don't want to hear them install any signs.
No. Our risk liability insurance will go up when I take off a thumb. But, yeah, it's needed. I haven't been in this community very long, but I've been here long enough to recognize that semi-trucks ignore your signs just like they did in Shorewood. And
I've heard it from all surrounding communities as well. Trucks are an
yep.
issue.
They tear the heck out of the roads.
Right.
They're scary just because of their size. They appear to be going very fast. And even if they weren't going fast, they're very hard to stop on a dime. It takes a while to slow those things down. So we're gonna do our best with some increased signage, followed by more enforcement to get them on the routes they're supposed to be on.
I tell you what I really liked, you told me that I didn't know, that we had a problem, a complaint on South Division. So one of your officers took the initiative and supplied like a truck route map, and then took it to the place of business on 53 and supplied that.
Yeah, she
I
did.
thought that was a good,
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome.
Officer Lefko did a nice map, identified which roads by color you can be on, and which roads by color you can't be on. And she dropped off 100 and some, like 150 copies, and asked the manager down there to pass them out to your regular drivers, and hopefully they did, hopefully they spread the word. One of the signs we're gonna try to put up is on his property, there's a pole right at the exit to tell him which way to turn. Try to get him from, prevent them from coming through town.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, we need trucks, just
Sure.
on the truck routes.
On the truck routes, the roads that are designed to hold them.
Right.
What if we designate roads boulevards, like they do in Chicago? I can't go on a boulevard.
Yeah, right.
The problem is we have too many state roads here in town, right? That's, you know, I got to change stuff is like moving
Yeah,
around, right?
and the state road does not mean it's designated as a truck route,
That's true too.
and that's a common misconception.
Yeah.
And you've also got 1 mile to get off the ramps, too, if it's more challenging.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Planning and zoning is, anybody here from planning and zoning? Okay, we'll move on. The next on the agenda is old business. Anything you want to bring up about old business? Okay. New business, anything new?
Mayor, I have one item, just to keep the board informed. Secure Truck Lines, which is the Route 53 trucking company that was referred to, where we're putting that no turn, no right-hand turn, or whatever it's going there. We have completed our reviews of the engineering and the redo of that development. The plan is to have it at the April 28th board meeting. We don't want to wait to the cow because we want to get started. So under my report, I'm going to present what they're doing in the phase 1, phase 2, and hopefully we can then vote on it with your approval for the following second Tuesday in May. So they have a phase 1 to phase 2 approach. We're doing a development agreement that holds them accountable for what they need to do. And it's not perfect, but it's a lot better than what's there right now. So that will be before the council on the 28th versus rather going to the cow, waiting 4 weeks from now. We want to get them moving. So that will be moving forward.
Mayor, I have one too. I received a telephone call from Bill Ritzy concerning the step at the food pantry. It's falling apart and it needs to be fixed, and he wanted to know what our plan would be.
Get a couple companies in and get some quotes and see what it would take to repair it. Maybe talk to the city guys if they're capable,
Okay.
either or. Follow the process and get some quotes and see what we're looking at to repair it.
Yeah, I know that. I just do. Okay.
Oh, good. So who's gonna move forward on this project?
Well, it's under him.
I can take care of it.
Okay,
Sure will.
thank you. Okay, anything else for new business?
Yeah, I just, Commissioner Dixon, I'm just wondering, is there a ballpark figure for that?
Jack
Jack
Henry?
Henry? I mean.
I don't
under-
have it with me.
Under 5,000? I'm just curious.
No, it's not under 5,000.
It's not under 5,000, okay.
I honestly cannot give you that answer right now. I just got an email from him today, I think.
Something, yeah, I saw something come through just
Yeah,
recently, like in the last hour before the meeting or something, I think I saw something.
I wish we had computers up here.
If anything else, Steve, you can send it out without.
Yeah. How about I send you a
Once
copy of it?
Yeah, absolutely.
You can send it out, we just can't reply.
Correct. If you want to give me a copy of that?
Once you find out, then you can send it out, nobody can, we just can't reply individually, I think is what the rule is, right?
Correct.
Or the group, in the group, we can't reply.
Just reply back to me, not,
Yeah, just
don't
reply to you.
reply at all.
Okay, next thing on the agenda, executive session. I think there's something that we want, a couple items that we want to discuss, so I need a motion to go into executive session to either discuss the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal or specific employees or pending probable or imminent litigation against or affecting on behalf of the city. I need a motion to go into executive session.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Commissioner Dixon?
Yes.
Commissioner Michael?
Yes.
Commissioner Weeding?
Yes.
Commissioner Walsh?
Yes?
Mayor Lyons?
Yes.
Motion carries.
You're out of here.
Very good. Be safe.
Okay, so we're gonna go into executive session. I can't tell you how long it'll be.
There's no announcements, there'll be no announcements.
Yeah, so when we come out, yeah, just on the next on the agenda, it's gonna be when the next meeting is, and it'll be the motion for adjournment. I don't want you guys to feel like you have to waste your time here. We appreciate you being here.
Where's Georgie has to stay?
There's